Oh shit! You got a thing so we can see the questions, or you got your phone?
I got it.
Peace and blessings, family. Peace and peace, 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 peace. Oh, you can share it from there, right?
Yeah.
Peace and blessings, family. How y'all doing tonight? I want to see y'all in the chat. Let me see if we can see the chat. Let me see. Peace and blessings.
Oh, yeah, you can see it.
Peace and blessings. I gotta turn that down.
I know.
How y'all been tonight? Let me see.
How's everybody doing? I know all is well. Well, y'all know we're here. We had to come here because people been hitting us up inbox. Could you tell us what you see with the war? Could you tell us what's going on? So, no sound? Brother Dinker, they're saying no sound. Where's the sound at?
Huh?
They're saying there's no sound on
It
it.
should be sound.
Check it. Pull it up.
Let me see. No sound at all. Let me
No
see.
sound?
They say they have sound. You have sound?
Okay. Okay, let us know if y'all got sound.
Who else? If you don't have sound, let us know. Do you have sound? If you have sounds, just put yes in the chat.
All right. Okay, so here we go. All right, so peace and blessings. No sound. I have sound. I can hear. Okay, good.
Let me see if you have sound.
This one, we have sound. It just popped up. Can you hear? You heard me turn it down. Can you hear me? You heard me turn it down.
Okay.
Can you hear me? All right.
Okay.
All right, family. So we've been getting a lot of people inboxing us, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. What do y'all see with this war? We're going to talk about a couple of things, y'all. Okay? First and foremost, let's ask the ancestors to see through us, speak to us, and give everybody the answers that they seek. And guide this platform, protect this platform. We're asking the ancestors to rise up, rise up, rise up on behalf of everybody that's watching this platform. And we're asking the ancestors to protect, protect, protect. Ashe.
Ashe.
So, we're saying that we're trying to tap in because people have been hitting us inbox saying, what's going on with the war? We're going to have war. Well, Brother Thinker, you got to give it, because he's been keeping track. I finally seen something today. Trump was being silly, and I seen something today Trump was talking about. But tell him what you seen, Brother Thinker.
Well, what you mean, spiritually, or just what I've been keeping track of, like what I've been seeing on the...
Spiritually?
Spiritually?
Not spiritually, know what you've been seeing on TV.
Well, what I've been seeing on TV, the world media, what they're portraying is a little bit different than what we're seeing from the American media. American media is like we just dominate and they don't have nothing. We just wiping out everything. And the world media is looking like we having a little bit of a problem with these people. Not so much us, but the Israeli government is getting taking a shellacking. Because every time they hit something in Iran come back and hit 2 or 3 targets.
Pull the camera up.
You know what I'm saying? So
no, the whole thing closer to our faces. All right, that's better.
So it's just one of them things that, you know, who do you believe? You know, I see a lot of damage over there in Israel. So just as much as Iran is taking hits and they losing everything, so is Israel. And they're not being truthful about it. And they're having a lot of casualties. And I feel personally that we're having more than they've let on. Because at first they were trying to say we only lost 3 people. Now they're starting to be a little bit more transparent. Yesterday they said we lost over 200 or something people in this war. So
you think that's true though?
I think it's more than that.
You think we lost more than that?
Because they hitting some of our ships. They hitting some of the Navy ships and stuff.
So they're saying that they hit the Navy ship?
That's what they're showing. saying
Okay.
they did.
Okay.
So
All right.
I don't know.
Peace and blessings to those who came in, and to let me see, we got Netor Rukmet, right?
Mayat.
What it? No, they don't
Oh,
say Maya. It says MT.
oh, Mayat, right here.
Okay, okay. All right. So it came up Maya. All right. So what it is to Sister Nikki? What it is to you two?
What it is, what it
Hey,
was,
D
what it
Royal,
be.
how you doing, my sister? No, all is well. All right, so pretty much, everybody's panicking. People want to know. They want to know what's going on. People's afraid. They're scared of what's going on. They don't know. They think war's coming to the land. And, at the end of the day, we got to understand, y'all. Some of this is I'm going to say fake,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's what Spirit showed me. Some of this is not real. But then some of it is real, okay? Now, I do see that, other world leaders is involved.
Mm-hmm.
I do see them having talks about what's going on. Like everybody thinks, is so divided, but it's really not.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not. So I feel like, we got to pay attention. Don't slack. Some of the stuff they show you is fake. Everything ain't real. I don't feel like them bombings over there and doing this stuff. I feel like some of that's fake, okay? So we got to pay attention to stuff. And it is a spiritual war going on between man, right? Physical war going on between man. I'm going to say a physical spiritual war that's going on. And we got to pay attention because it's also a war on your mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing you must pay attention to. The war that's on your mind.
Yeah.
You want to add to that?
It's a war to control what you think, your mind, how you, your perception of things, who you think has the power, who you think doesn't. It's a war of that, like who can be controlled mentally. Some people are buying it, some people ain't.
Right.
But I don't think it's gonna have an effect like they wanted to have. Only because too many it's the information age, so too many people are on the dark web. They can find out things that they don't want us to find out. Um, it seemed like it's a plethora of hackers now. It didn't used to be this many hackers. Now it's a bunch of hackers all over the internet. So they can't just hide everything like they used to back in the day.
They sure can. They sure can. They can't hide everything. But at the end of the day, we do still need to pay attention. Because in the meantime, the oil's going up, so the gas is higher.
Mm-hmm.
The food is going up, right?
Yeah.
But I want to get back to talking about the war on your mind. Some people think this is Armageddon. Y'all know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about this a little bit on show the other night. The wars within, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all of this is also to see how they can control your mind and keep you entertained into the illusions. You hear what I'm saying?
Exactly. So everything ain't what it seems. I know. Listening to Trump, I don't even know how serious he takes this war because he said today before he got on the plane. I don't know if it was before he got on the plane or after he got on the plane to go to Memphis, right? Because Memphis asked for help because of all the shootings and killings in the black neighborhoods. All over the city, and Trump implemented a task force to stop all the killing, and they curbed the killing in Memphis by 48%. So he went down there to see the city of Memphis, and they talked about it. Now another thing that happened is that was that before he got on there, he got on there and he said he was cracking jokes. He was like he said that Iran they called us. We're in talks. They wanna we're gonna stop the bombing for 5 days. And one of the reporters said, "Well, Iran said that that's not true. That you're lying." And Trump's response was, "Well, they got very bad PR people, but you know, this is true. It's not a lie. We have been in communications with them, but you know, maybe they haven't got the messages because you know they don't have communication. He's being funny because he's talking about they bombed all their communications, and then Trump went on to say, well, and then if you know they can decide to take this, you know, we can if we come to agreement, it'll be good. But if not, I guess we'll just bomb our little hearts away. And I was like, I was really cracking up at Trump because I couldn't believe Trump is just like he's making a mockery and a joke about all of this war that's going on. It's kind of funny, but it's not. But I was sitting there just cracking up at this news conference because I couldn't believe some of the stuff he says to people and to the you know to the other countries. But it's just funny because Trump don't give a damn. He gonna say whatever his little heart desires. He's just gonna say it. A news reporter asked him something that probably some line of questions he didn't like. He told the news reporter, "You're doing a very bad job. You're doing a very bad. This is ridiculous. I gotta go with CNN over you." so, so you know, I don't know how serious Trump takes this, but it is he always got something funny to say to me. To me, it's funny, but I don't know if a lot of people just despise him so much they can't see the humor in some of the stuff he says.
Well, you know, don't you think Trump is cleaning up though? I
Yeah.
mean, look what he did with Memphis. Like you just said, Memphis. He did that with Memphis, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if he, you know, he said he wants to make America great again, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think that's what he's doing?
Apparently so, but it
With the
depends.
tariffs,
With the
with cleaning
tariffs,
up the
but
cities. Did he clean up Chicago too?
I don't know if he cleaned up Chicago because
Okay.
with the juries out on that, they haven't really said too much about what the results were about when they went and put the military down there. But I mean, if the city is running rampant with people killing and they not being able to solve these homicides, what are we supposed to do? And to me, I find it interesting that he's probably the first president that took some of the things that Black Americans said that they had an issue with about their city and all of this stuff, and the gang banging and the violence. He's actually trying to stop all of that. I haven't seen a president really put too much care into stopping violence, gang violence, or any type of violence, period, in these cities, with the exception of Trump. Because when all the gang banging was going on in the 90s and the 80s, that the cities and the states were left to fend for themselves, and Trump said it shouldn't be like that in America. So he's sending in special task force and different you know people to clean up the city.
Well, it's about time. It needs to be done, don't it?
Yeah, it needs to be done.
Because I'm tired of seeing these young boys killing themselves. I'm tired of seeing them in jail. We got about 25 cases that we're working on right now involving either death, jail, drugs, all of that, and they're all black.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then I'm tired of seeing it. And see, we got to understand, our mothers, we got to get out there and start chanting this earth down. Start chanting them down. Because, yeah, you get my big one in the refrigerator on the bottom. We have to start chanting them down because enough is enough. I'm, getting a call every day. Well, I'm in jail for this. I'm in jail for that. Or a mother calling me because her son had been shot and killed. I can't even tell y'all how many cases we got like that. And I'm talking about spiritual cases, y'all. So something has to be done. And I'm happy he's cleaning it up. That's right. Go from city to city. Stop their little asses from shooting each other and fighting each other and using each other's goddamn billet practice. That has to stop. Too many mothers are hurting. And the other thing we're seeing, a lot of these women calling me for their man in jail. Let me tell y'all something. I'm not going to be one to say that a man can't change that's been locked up. Right? Because I know they can. Some of them do. But I'm going to tell you like this. Y'all out here spending your money helping these men that don't want to listen, that's hard-headed as fuck.
It's frozen.
Right?
Some water in it?
Yeah. Yeah, you can. Hard-headed. And they don't listen. You spending your money and you got kids in the family to take care of. We getting that too. I'm going to tell y'all young ladies something. Stop dating these men that's in jail that don't want to get their shit together. Cut them off. You could just leave it. Let them know. I still got this right here. Just leave it.
You turn the slushy.
Yeah, just put that one back. Yeah, I'll put it back. Yeah, put it down. All right, y'all. Come on, brother. Think you messing up the thing. Come on, let's go.
Messing up the flow.
Yeah, because you're talking to me while I'm talking to the people and they waiting to listen. Thank you. So, as I was saying, some of these young women, some of these young men don't want to get it together. But when you, and then you know what gets me, y'all, because they be crying. They be the ones who cry. Oh, you know, I just had a thought. You know what I'm saying? I just had a thought, and I gotta get out of here. Well, your ass should have thought about it before your ass was getting in trouble, because you knew she was pregnant. I mean, we've been getting that a lot, y'all. And I'm like, and I talked to him and said, really? I said, well, was you thinking about that before your ass was out there doing dumb shit? And look, and then, yeah, yes, Miss Nikki. Yes, yeah, I know what you mean. No, you don't. Because now you want me to feel sorry for you and have sympathy for you. And if I look at you spiritually and I look at your record spiritually, I'm looking and saying, you had felonies before, right? Because spirits show me they got stuff on their plate. They be like, yeah. So why are you still out here doing it? Now you want to cry to get out of there. You mad you don't want to be in there, but you're behind, did the crime. Right? Because there's one thing we don't do. If you did the crime, you pay the time. I'm sorry. I'm not doing no ritual, nothing to save you. Now, if you was convicted wrongly, that's a different story. If they're giving you 20 years for something simple as a robbery, that's a different story. But if you did the crime, you got to do the time. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to waste my ancestor energy on you. And a lot of y'all young ladies are dealing with some men like this. Y'all better start putting them in their damn place. Put them in their place. Because, you know, I'm getting women calling me. Well, you know, I'm going to pay for him. Pay what for him? To do what? How you taking care of your family, but you paying for him? Nah, it don't work like that. So, I feel like they do need to be cleaning up these streets, these young men with these guns running around here like they goddamn gangster. And what they need to do is take them guns and they need to send their behinds to war. Speaking of that, what did that guy say today?
No, it was a senator. I mean, not a senator. It was a sergeant. He said, we need to send all the YNs. It was a white guy, too. He said, we need to send all the YNs to the military. And there was a lot of outrage on that. But, I mean, if they running around here shooting up everybody and acting
That's
crazy.
right. Put their asses on the front line. First of all, I don't agree with the words YN. What that's supposed to stand for? Young niggas or something?
Young niggas.
Well, he shut the hell up. He ain't got to say that. There's just as many white boys and Hispanics in jail, too. So let's correct that now.
He don't realize the white boys are YNs, too. You know, they YNs, too.
Sure, so let's not get it confused. However,
that's what they call themselves.
That's what I said years ago. Get all of the murderers out of jail and put them on the front line. They some great sharpshooters, right? When they in them damn streets, put their behinds on the front line. Get them out there instead of our innocent young men that might have to be drafted because y'all need help.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy because I remember when I was growing up, they used to say the military was like 80% black. It isn't. When I checked the statistics a couple of days ago, it say it's only like 15% black now. And I was shocked. I was like, wow, it's 15 to 17%. I mean, a lot of black people got out the military.
Well, look, even with if you go look on the FBI side, they believe it's the FBI. You can look at there's more white people in jail than black people, but it does not appear that way. Mm-hmm. The statistics show there's more. So if there's more, y'all you better understand that them YNs are white people too. Now, I agree with that. Take all the asses, put them on the front line since y'all want to be goddamn great murderers. Put them out there. I would. Because
some of these youngsters be having like, you know, multiple bodies. And as you start having 4, 5, 6 bodies, you really not... You becoming a menace to your neighborhood because you're really a serial killer. That's what you are. When you start killing up to 5, 6, 7, 8 people, like that's ridiculous. Like that's a serial killer. People don't even really give it a thought. They think it's a badge of honor to be a murderer.
You know, badge of honor is a badge on my ass. They be badge in jail for the rest of your life. If you got babies, see, they ain't thinking. A lot of these young folks ain't thinking. Some of y'all do have kids. Y'all out here, and y'all just unruly. Mm-hmm. Right? And it's ridiculous because, you know, it's a lot. It's still a lot. We got clients in Chicago. We got clients in South Carolina. South Carolina, they acting like they in the goddamn 80s somewhere, shooting each other just because. This family members shooting family members.
South Carolina, it's more like they sound like every time it's like somebody done got shot. It's like sound like it's L.A. or something up there.
Right.
Like, God.
They're trying to live up to that energy. So and they behind times. This is stuff that you did in the 80s. You know what I mean? So a lot of that definitely has to be cleaned up. A lot of these cities got to be cleaned up. But I'm gonna tell y'all again, as I always say, the mothers, y'all crying. Y'all crying. Like we watched something on YouTube last night where the mother was crying because her 13-year-old got shot in the head. But the night before, he was stealing cars. Why is he stealing cars?
Yeah, they was robbing somebody the night before.
Right, robbing somebody to steal their car.
And his little cousin who was with him got murdered. He took his little cousin on to rob somebody. His little cousin got murdered. So his uncle got mad. His own uncle was upset about it, went to his house and killed him. Killed his own nephew. So that tells me, and then the mom already knew what happened, so the mom was aware of the shit her son was doing.
That's crazy, ain't it? See, the problem is, y'all, some of the mothers are to blame, because ain't nowhere in the world, I don't know where my 13-year-old's out, his ass is out at night going to steal somebody's car, to rob somebody's car. What you doing that you ain't paying attention to where your 13-year-old child is at?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we have to also take accountability, because some of these kids, yeah, they be young, but even at 17, 18, I know where my child is at. Right? Now, you have the few select...
We know where our grandkids are. We're going to be like,
right.
where you at?
Where you at? Right? So, the truth of the matter is sometimes you do get some children that are unruly, but then you have the state of mind that some of these mothers are in. Now, and in defense of the mothers, some of them get overwhelmed. Some of them are, dealing with trauma themselves. So they don't know how to, do what they need to do for their children.
Right.
And it's like a repetitive cycle that goes on in the black community with some of our mothers. And some of the fathers are not there. So that's another thing. Where's the daddies? Because we ain't going to just blame the mothers now. If you're a single mother, yeah, you should know where your child's at. But daddy, if they ain't around, that's a different story. But what are you doing?
I'm trying to see what's in there.
But if they are around daddies, y'all need to take responsibility too. Get your behinds out there and check for your goddamn sons. Why you ain't checking for your son?
Because a father needs his son just as much as he needs his mother, especially the older he gets.
That's right. 13 and up, that boy needs to be with his daddy. At that time, not even 13, 11 and up, he needs to be around a man. He needs to understand what a man is about, how a man operates, what a man needs to do. And you know what? Sometimes the daddies are not there. And I blame some of the daddies too. Because you know what? Y'all just as worse. I can't blame all the mothers. Daddies, get your asses up. You're making these babies. Take care of them.
Because the mama got to work.
And that I do see more of. I see more of single mothers and the daddies ain't around. He don't mean to start another whole family. He need to be kicked in the ass.
But lately I have been seeing single fathers too.
Yeah, there been a lot of single fathers. But then you got the ones who will go start another whole family, don't even take care of the kids they got.
Yeah.
Right? That happened with one of my spiritual counseling sessions I'm doing with the girl. Your daddy went and started a new family. You only have one child. Why you not attending to that child?
Yeah.
You're going to be kicked in the behind. You forgot about her? She needs you too. And then you sometimes allow these women to do that to you.
And sometimes the women don't want to let the father be a part of the kids.
Well, they need to be kicked in the ass too.
So
stop. So you didn't make the child by yourself. You ain't. You know what I mean? Don't not let the child see the daddy, because you only hurting the child. We already know that. It's said over and over and over again. You heard it in many shows. You heard it a whole bunch. Do not deny your children to see their father.
And we do have men that come to us for that too as well.
Right. So and we get men, like he said, get men like that too.
But it's just one of them things. As for the war, what do y'all think about the war? Put y'all responses in the chat. We want to know what y'all think about the war.
What are your thoughts? What do y'all see? Tell us what y'all see about this so-called war. Okay? Now, in the meantime, spiritually, we do need to make sure prepared. But this weekend, we're having an event. And we're calling everyone to go out in your park and where there's some dirt at, barefooted, bring some fruit, any kind of fruit, bury it in the ground, start raising up the energy of the ancestors,
Yeah.
and feed our earth spirits so we can protect this land.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, part of it I believe, part of it I feel like it's fake, part of it's real, but we still can't trust anybody. We still got to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of a sudden you're having all these asteroids drop all of a sudden. An asteroid dropped in Texas at a lady's house. Where'd that come from?
Yeah. And then they say drones are flying over the military bases, taking pictures. Like, come on, like, I don't know. It just feel like something's gonna get through if like little stuff like this is happening. There's no way drones should be done flew over all the bases in America, or a lot of bases in America. It's like that shouldn't happen. We supposed to have the best military in the world, and stuff like this is happening. Drones coming up missing. Um, you know, like, how can stuff like this come up missing? Everything should be accounted for because it costs too. For one, it costs too goddamn much.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's overpriced. That's one of the advantages that the Iranians have in the war. Their missiles don't cost but a few $1,000s, as opposed to the missiles that the Israel and the United States are using cost a couple million. So they can go drop thousands of bombs. That's gonna be billions of dollars compared to what the Iranians spend. They might drop 20 bombs, and that might only cost them maybe $100,000. You know what I mean? They might drop 20 bombs. It might cost them $100,000 as opposed to, you know, 60, $80 million a night, dropping bombs, missiles, and all of that.
So, you think they're going to drop a bomb on America?
No, I don't think they're gonna drop a bomb. I think it may be some type of attack that may get through, because you gotta remember, we got a lot of agents and a lot of people that came from other countries through the borders because they was letting people through. That's why Trump is always insulting Barack and Joe Biden, because they opened up the borders and let all these people come in, and they was coming in unchecked.
Mm-hmm.
So that's you know, and it had nothing really to do with the Hispanic people. It had more to do with the Chinese nationals, with the other people, like the Muslim people coming from Muslim countries and stuff like that. These people are soldiers that are coming through through the um, through the borders unchecked, and you see them all through. You see them all in your little towns. They in the small towns hiding, well, you just ain't gonna see them regularly, like noticeably.
Hmm.
So
Okay. So, now what I want to talk about. What y'all think about this weather? How many chemtrails did you see today?
I saw about, I don't know, 20, 30 different chemtrails today. So it seems like, I find it interesting that when the war started, I didn't see too many chemtrails. It's like it just kind of tailed off. And
Mm-hmm.
then as the war got increased with all of the stuff going on,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't seeing it like the skies were more clear. And then as soon as they said it's going to be a 5-day stoppage in that, all of a sudden I see so many chemtrails out today. It's ridiculous. And it was hot. It was 80 something degrees today. And after I seen all these chemtrails, it started getting cool again. So I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to make it rain or mess with the weather again. I just find it interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's a lot of instability with the weather right now.
Hmm.
And my question is, do you think it's because of humans or you think it's nature?
I think it's both. I think it's both. I think that when we do something to nature that's unnatural, nature is trying to correct itself. In the
Mm-hmm.
process of correcting itself, it could be overcorrection. And what I mean by that, so say they want to block out the sun. It's getting too hot, so they they bring the temperature down to make it rain. So it starts raining, and then it may have been a buildup in the clouds already, and then they come in and seed the clouds to make it rain. So it's going to be more rain instead of like half an inch of rain. It might be 6 inches of rain. It might be like to the point it start flooding. Then you start having the mudslides. Then you start having homes collapse. Then you start having all these other problems. You start having the rivers overflow. Houses get dragged in the river, down the river, and stuff like that. So it's like a lot of that going on.
Okay. What was crazy, y'all? Today was what, 80 degrees?
81.
81 degrees. And what's crazy is they was in the pool. 81 degrees. They over there, and it was all Caucasian people, and they was swimming in the pool.
Enjoying themselves.
Enjoying themselves, having a good time. But this evening I'm going to say about 8 o'clock, it start getting cooler. Right? So, tomorrow it's going to be 44 degrees. So, the weather is flip-flopping. But what I think it's humans manipulating the forces of nature. I think humans manipulating forces of nature, playing with her womb, confusing nature, okay? And I think nature is fighting back. So Ra's saying, okay, again, I'm going to make it cold. I'm going to make it hot again. They said, well, we're going to make it cold. We're going to put chemtrails in it, and we're going to make it cold. Ra's said, okay, I got something for your ass. Next week, I'm going to come back with 90 degrees. And then the week after, I'm going to come back with 100 degrees. And then man is saying, well, you know what? I'm gonna put 100 more 100 more. What do you call them? I'm gonna put 100 more chemtrails in the sky. See, that's another thing we gotta worry about. Man, you're doing too goddamn much. Mind your business. Let nature go through its transformation. You manipulating her force. You causing problems for us down here. The trees are confused. Some of them are budding. Some of them are dropping leaves. They don't know whether to grow hair or knock it off. So, man is causing us problems in that area, too. See, it's just man. Man. Just doing shit they ain't got no business doing. Why? Why do they feel the need to control the very thing that they're a part of?
Well, for one, a certain man feels like it's affecting their life expectancy on Earth, right? So they feel like they got to control weather, but they don't feel like they don't stop at weather. They feel like they got to control people, other people on the Earth. They feel like they got to control the animals. They feel like they got to control everything. So in doing that, they made themselves an enemy of everything on this Earth. So
who?
Just people that are in power. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, that's why you see a lot of these people being attacked by animals in nature, because they don't have respect for nature. You can't be at war with everything and everybody on the planet and think it's gonna be hunky dory for you. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why it's people like us. Like us. What you laughing at? It's us that are supposed to be the caretakers of this land. The earth, period. And we got to get back. See, a lot of people are waking up spiritually. Let's not make that mistake, not realizing that a lot of people are waking up spiritually. So people are coming back to being spiritual, okay? Natural transformations are happening amongst humanity. So more and more people are becoming more indigenous, respecting the trees and talking about, the wind and the water and respecting all these things. So more and more people are doing that.
But that's why the war ain't gonna have an effect on people's mind as they thought it was, because a lot of people coming out of the church, they're coming out of the mosque, they're coming out of these religions, and they're getting back to nature, and they're getting back to the original form of spirituality. Which is we're all part of nature. We all deal with nature. We all pay homage to nature, and we all use the forces of nature. So with that being said, they're not going to be able to have the people's mind and have them in terror and fear and be able to pull off this Armageddon like they want. It's just not going to happen.
Right.
The energy of the people on the planet, there's too many of them against it.
You think so?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are against what's going on in the war. The Americans don't even want the war. You know
What have you seen Americans say about it?
They just think it's a waste of people's money. They feel like we're butting it. We shouldn't be involved in none of this. So only a few think that we should be involved in the war. But the only thing about the spirituality part is we got to weed out the people that want to do unrighteous things with their spiritual gifts and stuff like that. And I feel like the ancestors, the spirits, and the gods are gonna weed those people out eventually anyway, because it's already happening naturally. Those who have gotten into this think they're gonna be throwing work on people and doing all these things that they're not supposed to be doing. They're being dealt with. You have people that were in the church and they got out and they became a part of African traditions. They started doing work on people, and then when that stuff started coming back to them, they say, "Oh, my life went to this and my life turned to that because of this," but they're not telling the whole story. What did you do? You know.
Right.
So a lot of times people are just getting their their karma for the things that they done, and their character is being exposed. That's what I meant to say.
Okay. So pretty much, people, as far as war goes, if anything, I do see that we still need to be on alert. Okay, need to be on alert. Pay attention. You know, I had a dream, and it was crazy. I had a dream last month that I was talking to my daughter on the phone. I was like, "I love you." We was all saying we love you because there was a war, and everybody panicked. And then I had a vision when we were driving by the data center the other day, and I had a vision. I seen a missile came and hit that data center. So I still think we need to be on alert and pay attention and still prepare, right? Because you never know.
And it's funny that you mentioned that, because a couple of days ago, they did mention that Iran said that they would target our infrastructure if we keep this up. They're gonna start targeting our infrastructure. Companies that hold information in the clouds. Companies that build our navigational systems for the bombs and all of that stuff. They're gonna start going after these tech people. So that's why they started naming California first, because that's what Silicon Valley is, where they create the chips and all this other stuff, and it's tech, where all the tech stuff is. That's why they started naming these certain places. They started talking about they're going to hit places in Texas and all of this other stuff. Anything that happened, they even mentioned the data centers.
Told you I had the vision. We was riding by, and all I seen was this big missile come and hit the data center. I seen it, and it was just blown up to pieces.
And you know what this reminds me of? Remember I said I had a vision where we was driving through a certain part of Georgia, and I said all of this was decimated. It looked like a bomb went off.
You said a certain part, though.
Yeah, I know. But I said it feels like, it looks like maybe I was assuming that it just had to be a tornado or hurricane. It could have been, I could have been seeing a bomb going off. I don't know.
I will say this,
because everything was flattened.
I will say this, though. The weather is coming, so y'all prepare for that, too. Prepare for the weather as well. Because we will be seeing more tornadoes. We will be seeing hurricanes. We will be seeing earthquakes. We're going to be seeing a lot of weather coming, too, because as I said in many other shows, Mother's mad. And she's not playing no more, okay? So we will be seeing in the weather coming this season, spring, hurricane season. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be Mother Nature fighting back. So they better be careful with that too. So make sure y'all prepare for that too. Yeah. All right. We got any questions, family, in the chat?
Put your questions in the chat about the war, what y'all want us to see, what y'all want us to read. Y'all want us to read anything about the war? What we see spiritually with it?
We already did. We already told them what we see spiritually.
No, I'm saying if they got something else they want to know about.
Do y'all want to know anything else?
That we may not have
Anybody
mentioned.
really moving? If y'all want to know anything else, let us know. If we all have a question, if y'all want us to read something, let us know. Y'all got us for about
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Y'all want us to read something? Go ahead.
She said, watch out for the false flag. And see, that's the thing I was saying. Like these drones that were in the military bases, they came up missing. So I don't know. That could be something that we may need to be on the lookout for.
Mm-hmm.
They could just say, "Oh, it was Iran." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't. Iran doesn't strike me as a country that would take credit for something they didn't do, but they will take credit for something that they did do. So if they get through and they be successful at an attack, they're gonna brag about it. Not to mention, I was watching today, and they at the news reporter asked one of the guys from Iran. He said, "What I've heard. It's been rumored that America's gonna put boots on the ground to send in troops and put boots on the ground. Are you scared of that?" And the guy from Iran say, "We're waiting on them. We welcome them." And it shocked the reporter because he wasn't expecting them to say that. He said, "We've been expecting this."
What's the question?
Ask Nikki. Mother Nature only go after the people causing this mess.
You ain't never lying, because when we go out there to feed them Earth Saturday, we going to ask that. You doggone right. Because we ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That's they greedy, patriarchal asses. So, yeah, we going to ask that. Y'all got to ask, too, though. Y'all better come on and get out there, dig the earth, feed the earth, call nature, call ancestors. You call it all down to make sure the ones who ain't got nothing to do with it is protected. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so join us with that right there. Everybody, get your families, go outside, start digging. You know, I hate that they did that too, because y'all know the dolphins are very, very sacred to the sea. Dolphins are also mermaids. A lot of people don't know they can shapeshift. Now, according to Japan, that's a sport for them to slaughter dolphins, but it ain't damn good for the sea family, okay? And that's why, if you look at in history's time, Japan has had the most earthquakes in history's time. China was next. Japan had a tsunami. And I haven't even seen it this year, but I'm hoping they don't do it this year. They haven't learned their lesson. I hope they do learn their goddamn lesson. It's not a sport to be slaughtering our sea family. Period. It's unacceptable. And that's a sport for them, so that's why they do that. But I don't think it's funny. I never thought it was funny. And I see if they continue to do it, Japan is going to be taken off the map by Mother Sea. You ain't going to see no more Japan if they don't stop it.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I see. The next tsunami, you have to go, if y'all go on YouTube and go Google tsunamis in Japan, watch how that water just takes them steel buildings down. They take it all under the sea. So let them keep slaughtering our sea family. They better stop it. Yeah. And I love dolphins too. I don't like, that's my family. That's my family and part of my DNA.
I just feel like if man can't get it right, then they'll start over. They'll just wipe out everybody on this earth and start over. They've done it before.
Yeah, with the great floods and everything else.
They've done it before. If man can't get it right, they'll just start over.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. We are the creators of our own worlds. And what I do see, the ones who are connected to the very thing called nature, that's a part of nature. Like I said, when you walk outside, you walk into yourself. We have to understand that if you keep that relationship with nature, with the trees, with the elements, you're going to be fine. For the ones who don't and continue to disrespect, dishonor, not pay homage to, be grateful for. Because without nature, nothing can exist. Without the sun, this earth will freeze over. So pay homage to the sun, pay homage to the trees, pay homage to the earth, pay homage to the ones who create the worlds. Make sure your world is including keeping a relationship with the elements in nature. Because I see that you'll be fine. The ones who don't, you're going to see them have a lot of crazy, I'm going to say, weather catastrophes come to them. And there's nothing they can do about it. Nothing at all. So make sure you keep that relationship with the elements. I'm telling y'all. Wind, air, water, fire, the minerals, everything. Everything. Trees.
Yeah, because nature is an equalizer. You think you got the weapons to do this and that, and then it just come and knock your power
Knock it
plant
all
out.
down. And what you got to do is you got to start back with what the very thing called nature. The trees to build another house, right? Or the mud to build another house. You need everything. Everything. See how if a tsunami comes today, it all dries out. Who you want to go back to rebuild it again? The trees. You better be best friends with the trees. Gonna go back to the earth. Talk to the earth gods. Hey, we need your mud to build another house. Right?
Need your trees, need your leaves, need everything.
Right. So do not make no mistake about it. Make sure your world includes nature and loving the elements, okay? Got any questions, family? September, hey. Yeah, September Virgo. I haven't seen you in a while, but anyway, we gotta get serious about this. Making sure that we're probably going to, because a lot of times, well, sometimes we do other rituals every month. We might try to do this once a month until all this chaos and all this nonsense is over with. What you think?
Yeah, we could, but we need the people to help too. So as we do it, the days that we do it, y'all need to do it too, so we can make that energy stronger that we put out. Everybody put out that energy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And once a month, everybody should feed the earth. Talk to the trees. Find a tree, make it your best friend. Enjoy the wind. You understand? The water. Go to the water. Talk to the water. As a matter of fact, when you get in the shower, talk to the shower. I talk to the shower. Hey, spirit of the water, greetings. When I walk outside, greetings, Ra. When I walk outside trees, I talk to the tree. I say, hey, family. And they start moving. You don't believe me? Go try it. Start interconnecting with these things, and they will protect you. Years ago, we had a tornado where we lived at. And I remember we called on some of the gods, and we also talked to the trees, and we also talked to the wind. And when that tornado came, our house did not have one piece of nothing off of it. And the biggest tree that was in front of our house did not fall down. We was protected.
Not to mention, we had tornadoes come 4 times that time, and we called on the spirits, and the tornado was the house was in its path 2 of those times, and we called on the spirits, and then it's like the energy just like like it just went away. We had the sirens and shit was going off around our house and everything. So it it was like one of them things when you did the ritual and then in a tornado just went somewhere else or it disappeared. It was just like wow.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Y'all build a relationship with nature. Because when it's all said and done, we got to worry about that too, because nature's mad. I'm going to say mother's mad. She's mad because they're messing with her on that end too. Not to mention, they digging for oil. That, in a lot of them other countries better be careful. Because that's another thing. Texas too. Texas got the most oil, right?
Yeah.
Texas be getting hit with them damn tornadoes and what, floods and everything else, don't
They're
they?
starting to have earthquakes in Texas too because of that fracking.
Digging. What you fracking? Who told you to dig a mother's womb?
It's worse than back in the day. They used to just drill straight down. Now when they frack, they go straight down. Then they go a 90-degree angle and go a mile that way.
That ain't nice. That's not funny.
So they instead of hitting one pocket of oil, they may hit three with one drill.
You know, so many things could be solved. One of the things, electric cars, right?
Hmm
That helps. You ain't gotta be digging in mother's womb. What else we need oil for? What
Uh,
else?
Everything is made with oil. You got plastics that are made with oil. You got rubbers that are made with oil. You got tennis shoes that are made with oil. We use we use we use oil for a lot of we use crude oil for a lot of things, a lot of products. They make tires, tires for cars. Even though we
Okay.
got electric cars, they use the crude oil to make the tires.
They can't do nothing else. Use nothing else. Tell me they can't.
I'm sure they
I just
can.
watched them make hair out of the palm leaves that look just like human hair. They could use other things.
I'm not saying they can. I'm just saying it might not be as cheap.
What do you mean might not be as cheap? I guarantee you there's some other things they could find on this earth to make those things. You don't think so?
I think so, but I just think, man, just they want to make that money.
Yeah, that's the problem. And they're making it worse for us. We want to make that money and then you causing problems for us, right?
Yep.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell y'all like this. If they don't come up with a solution for you, you might be right. They might just destroy this whole planet and let it start again.
Yep. And the vision I had and the vision you had, I seen years ago that I seen the earth imploding and falling into the sea. I seen America go first.
I just seen America falling off the piece of the earth.
Hmm
That's what I seen in America. We was on Saturn.
Yeah, that's
And
where
while
I
we were sitting
was. I
on
seen that
Saturn, we
side. I
just seen
seen it just
pieces of America
I
coming
just
off.
seen it imploding, like just
So
falling
like
into the ocean.
Spirit was showing us what was happening.
That's that was one of the dreams that I had. That it was so real. It was so vivid. I was like, I didn't want to have no more dreams after that. I was like, forget this.
All right, family. Well, look at you yawning over there. You
Hmm
tired? Look at you tired. I'm tired. Look. So pretty much
We're gonna come back on. We're going
Monday, Wednesday, and
Friday.
Friday.
Those are new days. We're gonna come back on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Is there another planet that mimics Earth?
There's a lot of other
Yes.
planets that's like Earth. Yeah. I had a dream about that too. I had a dream that a big ship came and took all the black people and put them up into another planet.
hmm In my dream, where I seen the Earth imploding, our bodies like astral projected, not just as like our body just like went to another planet, like our body. It's like the spirit just took us to another planet, just like that, and like in a snap.
They said what time Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We need a dedicated time for the thing. Was what time? What time?
Uh, I'd say 10. What you
10
say?
o'clock?
10 or 10:30? Which one?
10.
10
We just
o'clock.
need to do it every day, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 o'clock. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
At 10 p.m. Eastern time. So y'all that's in Texas, it's going to be 9 o'clock your time. Because I know September Virgo's in Texas. D is in Texas.
Just say Central Time.
Don't tell me to say Central Time. You don't tell me to say 10.
Central Time.
I said 10:30, 10
Cause
o'clock Eastern time, and then 9 o'clock Texas time.
Central Time because Texas and
Arkansas.
Texas
No, not Arkansas.
no Texas,
Chicago.
Louisiana. You made me say Louisiana. Louisiana and
Louisiana got the same time we got.
they got Texas time.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Go check.
Uh, Look here. If I tell you a duck
Tell
can
me
pull a
that. Don't
truck,
duck my ass. No, ain't duck can't pull a truck shit. No.
you
Go
hook that
check it.
motherfucker up.
Go
I'm
check
telling
it.
you. If I tell you a duck can pull a truck,
Don't have to say it again. Ain't no need to repeat it because
I'm
you
just
know I ain't
trying to
gonna
tell
listen
you.
to that bullshit. Ain't no goddamn duck can pull the truck. And I ain't hooking shit up. So let's get the time right. Does Louisiana have?
How many time zones in Texas?
Huh?
I don't know. I don't know how many time zones in Texas, but yeah, I know I'm right.
So Louisiana has an hour behind too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it would make sense because when we go past down,
They
we have
right
to
there.
go through to Louisiana. Okay.
Yeah. And
All right. So
Cali will be 4 o'clock,
yeah,
4 p.m.
Cali is yeah.
They three.
No, what not? If it's 10 o'clock at night, it's
No 10. If it's 10 here, it's
it's
7
7
o'clock.
o'clock in
And
Cali.
yeah, yeah, your bad. Yeah, yeah.
You're
My
bad.
mistake. My mistake. My mistake. I'm thinking she said if it's 7 o'clock. That's why I said that.
No,
And
Cali.
Cali is 3 hours behind us.
Africa is
6 hours ahead.
5 hours ahead.
5 hours ahead.
Yeah, because we just put time up. Now it's only 5. We're the only country in the world that does daylight savings. No other countries do it. So right now, Africa is 5 hours ahead of us.
Well, well, well.
They look funny.
Who, them two?
Mm-hmm. 2 little buck-toothed beavers. I'm sorry, y'all. He got the TV on while we're talking, and
She
we're
just
looking at the Home and Garden channel.
she just got on me today because I said something about somebody. See?
Now, tell him what you said. Don't tell him what you said, though. Come on,
I
tell him.
didn't say.
No. Don't let me tell the story. Tell the story. Tell the people the story. Go ahead, tell them.
So it was a woman. She was walking in front of. She's getting ready to walk in front of the car, and
What kind of woman was she?
she was a black woman.
And what kind of black woman was she? How she look? He think it's funny.
She was heavy set.
She was heavy set, right? And go ahead, don't and
And
tell her
she
what you
stopped
said.
and looked at me. I was like, "Go ahead. I ain't gonna hit you with the car."
Ooh,
Cause I said,
you better not be lying.
cause I
Ooh,
said,
you gonna get in trouble.
I didn't say that. I said, "Go
No,
ahead.
you
I ain't gonna
did. You
hit you
said
with the car."
I ain't gonna hit you
I
because
said,
I don't want you to mess up my car.
I said, I don't want to damage my car.
You want to damage your car. So why you say that about that poor woman?
If you hit somebody, you could damage it. That's
Guess
all
what?
I'm
You
saying.
was saying that because she was heavy. How you like somebody? Now that's why he gonna get fat, y'all. He gonna be looking just like her next year. Watch. Don't do that. That's not nice. That's not nice. Hurry up because no, listen.
But
Hurry up
look,
because I don't want you to damage my car. You think
I
it's
was
funny?
just joking.
She wasn't
She
joking. You
made a
should have
big
put it
deal
out
about
there.
it. I was just joking. She was just.
That's not right.
She
How you
didn't.
like somebody to tell you that? How you like somebody walk up to you and say you look like you 9 months pregnant, my brother? You having a baby?
I said, shit. You might be right. I might do look like that. Maybe I
Stop
need to
playing.
lose some weight.
So that's you. That lady probably don't. You don't know what kind of issues she got. She could have self-esteem issues because she's already mad because she's overweight. That's not right.
Somebody got a question?
Don't try to change the subject.
No, they put
See,
question mark up there. You got a
You
question?
try to change the subject. Come on, Slowpoke. All right, y'all. Don't. You see?
Oh.
See? See? That's not right.
But she wasn't supposed to hear me. I kind of said it on
Nah,
the
he said it loud enough so I can hear him.
She be
Nah,
listening
bullshit.
too hard.
Don't like. No, I wasn't listening. You said it loud enough. Talking about people. And she was a little bit older too. She could have been elder to you. That's not right.
She ain't look older than me.
Yes, she did. She looked older. You better stop lying. Not nice to lie, brother. Think you know the energy that's out right now. That you lie. As soon as you lie, that energy come back to you.
Well, she didn't look older than me to me.
Stop trying to justify why you called a woman fat.
I didn't
You
say
called
fat.
her fat. Yes, you did.
I did not say fat.
You didn't say fat. You said that she was going to damage your car because she was fat.
I didn't say she was going to damage my car because she was fat. All I said was, I'm not going to hit you. You ain't got to worry because I don't want you to damage the car.
Now.
That's all I said.
You see, he that's not right, y'all. Not right.
That's what I said, though.
Yeah, okay. All right. Anyway, and he got blight mouth.
Hmm?
You got blight mouth. You got to be careful what you say. Right?
Is it safe to visit Kemet this year?
You know, we got to...
I don't know. Spirit said no. I don't know why.
No, we remember I put the thing up in October. We want to try to go in October of this year.
It ain't safe to do it right now.
Not right now. Not now. I would say no.
What about what they said about Barbados? I didn't see that question.
Alafia from Barbados. Alafia, Barbados.
Lafayette,
Who's that walking past? Is the garbage people?
probably.
Hmm.
Pick up the trash.
Okay, yeah. Alafia. How's the weather in Barbados? Well, he got a suntan, boy. Why don't y'all tell me this? Why white people, some white people, not all, why they don't like black people but want to go get suntans? They
Damn.
want to be your color.
That man, that nigga black as
Yeah, he's real dark. Right? Want to get suntans faithfully, right?
he look brown.
Want to braid their hair, right? Why you don't like black people?
Damn, why
Because
they
you want to be black. What?
why the house look like that?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know if
it's
they're
crazy.
hoarders or what.
Dang, she's short.
Yeah, you got to take shots to go to Egypt.
Egypt.
Yeah, you got to take shots.
Egypt.
I know some countries in Africa you don't and some you do. And I believe you do have to take shots to go to Kemet.
That's why they have respect for the Egyptians.
Who?
The Iranians, because they're the Persians. The Persians are some of the ones that are over in Egypt too.
Yeah.
So they know who we are.
Okay.
It makes sense.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah, because they have a history of, yeah.
Amicon, you said it's cold? Really?
Where at?
In Barbados.
Barbados?
It was 80 degrees here today in Georgia.
That must be her people. That's not her husband people. Oh, that's not the same people?
I don't know. But yeah, it was 80 degrees in Georgia. Yesterday was 80 degrees. But tonight it started getting a little cool. But they were short the pool today. Our pools, we got 2 pools, they stay open late. I mean, they don't close them. They stay open year round. Yeah. And as soon as it get hot one day, they be out there swimming like it's goddamn 200 degrees. They don't care. I ain't swimming nothing.
Hey,
It ain't that hot.
You want to wrap this up?
Don't be rude, brother. Don't do that. Why you doing that to the people?
I'm just asking.
We'll say it in a more
High
better
today,
way.
54 in St. Louis. Ooh, St. Louis. That's where we seen that video
What video?
with the boy and the
Who?
the boy who got killed. That was in St. Louis. I think it was an old video. Remember?
Oh, the 13-year-old?
Mm-hmm. In St. Louis.
St. Louis is kind of cold.
St. Louis, St. Louis, I don't know. I think St. Louis might be like Detroit with all that. It's like the whole city might be a ghetto.
Well, that's another thing. Maybe we'll do a show about this later, but the polarities are switching. Like the north is going to become hot and the south is going to start getting a little colder. What you doing?
My finger is out of place or something.
Is you popping it?
I popped it in place, but it popped back out of place.
And then y'all got all the pollen. Do y'all have a lot of pollen where y'all at? Damn pollen's like carpet on the windows.
Yeah.
We got so much pollen, make your skin itch, your nose, your eyes, and everything.
I washed the car the other day, 2 days ago out, and then I went back outside today. It looked like it been sitting there for 30 days. I was like, God damn. The car looked like it been sitting for 30 days. That's how much pollen was on the car.
Oh, damn.
Just watched it 2 days ago.
Yeah, we got a lot of pollen, so y'all prepare for that. For those who, they say 50% of people that move to Georgia will develop allergies. Y'all know we live in the middle of the forest. Georgia is really literally a forest. There's so many trees here. It's not even funny. You feel like you're really in the middle of a forest.
It looked like a jungle more than anything. Like it was a...
right, like an Amazon. This look like this used to be the Amazon. Because some of the trees and some of the way that you see it looks like this hole used to be an Amazon.
I say they don't miss the pollen from Georgia.
Yeah, I know, because it's crazy. You just have your eyes and everything. You got to take Zyrtec, Flonase, goddamn Benadryl, every goddamn thing.
You know,
Allegra.
You know, it's crazy. When I stayed in Texas, my hometown, H-Town, y'all. But when I stayed in Houston,
No,
New York.
When
I stayed in
Africa.
Houston,
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I had bad allergies. Like every time, like this time of year, my eyes would be itching. They itch so bad, I would have to go on a fast for like 2 weeks to just make it all stop. And when I moved here, it's like it just went away. My allergies don't act up like that. I don't know what it was, but I don't know if it was more of the this time of year was it was the pollen mixed with the sawdust because I did a lot of construction work when I was in Texas.
What?
Somebody said they got a question about generational curses. The question went away. I didn't see it.
I have a question. When there is generational curse, should you go by your ancestors every day? When you have a generational curse, you need to do a ritual to break it. And a lot
Yeah,
of times we use wooden dolls to do that. And we do a ritual outside and in the earth to break generational curses. And you want to get the one who's closest. Like if you got a mother, and they say y'all got a generational curse on your maternal side, we will make a doll of your mother, and we would get her hair, her clothes, or her blood, and ask that the ancestors break the generational curses through her lineage on the maternal side. And what we mean by wooden dolls is, you want to show them one now?
yeah. This one ain't showing no
No,
name.
I'm not showing no name.
Yeah, I said this was not showing
Yeah.
the name. Let me see.
Those are wooden dolls. All right, you got the stuff in the middle.
Okay, well, never mind. I was gonna show y'all the face, but
You can take it. Hurry up, just put it back.
okay. Ooh, I'm choking on.
Don't choke the dolls.
I hope they don't feel it. No, I'm
They
just
can
kidding.
feel it. No, I'm just kidding.
One of these.
These are used a lot in Africa. We use them a lot to do spiritual work, whether to heal somebody or to get demons out of somebody. But we use those to break generational curses.
Yeah.
If
And
your mother's if your mother's deceased, we'll use you. We use your blood and your hair and your nails.
but the thing is, I don't know how it is where y'all from, but deep down in the dirty South, it's a lot of generational curses put on people.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Cause
They
a
love
lot
doing roots on people.
in the dirty South, back in the day, a lot of men had problems. They had a problem with cheating. They had a problem with putting their hands on women. And the other women, there was other women, didn't like that. So they did work on that man to and curse him usually a couple of generations down, maybe
Five generations down.
generations down. And a lot of families are being affected by this energy. And when I say a lot of people, a lot of families, even my family was affected by that because they cursed the men on my mom's side and they cursed the men on my on my mother's side. And then some of the women in the family start cursing the nephews and stuff like that.
Why?
It's just I don't know, man. Some people get obsessed with power and being surprised these rituals work like that, and they think they got a little secret weapon, and they want to curse everybody.
Yeah, well, they better
Some
stop it.
somebody, I had a cousin that was let's just say he could be a little disagreeable, but he was never disrespectful to the aunt. So I don't know why one of them cursed him and made him go crazy. I keep saying actually it came from his mother.
Why she do that to her son?
Huh? I don't know. I think I think what happened was it was a
Oh boy, I hate to hear stuff like that.
he had a I say he had a drug problem he stole from his mom, and I think that's why she cursed him.
Well, instead of cursing her, why she didn't do a ritual to help him? If you got the power to curse, you got the power to bless. So she's out of order for that. That's ridiculous. You're not supposed to do that. In Africa, you have to bless them first.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some of them have disagreeable spirits that attach to them. Maybe from birth they can't be totally healed like that. That's different. But no, you're supposed to work on blessing them first. You don't curse your child.
Mm-hmm.
If he steal from you, that means he got a goddamn problem. And the problem has to also be from you too. Because why is your son stealing? What you didn't do? Was you stealing? Where did he learn it from?
You know what's crazy? all the all the men on that from that family right there, they all had drug problems from his daddy's side, so it could have been aimed at the father.
Hmm.
And his older brother got hooked on crack. He got hooked on cocaine, and then it's crazy because all the they had a lot when I was little. We lived in the hood, but they lived in nice neighborhoods and stuff like that. And all of the kids were very smart and intelligent, just top of their class, made all A's, and they all end up going to prison. Even the daughters, even the daughters went to prison.
So it go the whole cost of the whole family.
So I don't know. I,
Wow. Wow.
so I just
That's
think
sad to
I
me.
think the family just abused the gifts they had.
And that happens sometimes. No, especially when it's down here in the South, they the worst. Don't get it confused. In African traditions, you know, you got some Africans that will do work on each other, but for the most part, in most of the tribes, you don't do that on each other. You don't do that. You use it to help people because you're considered the traditional healer of that village. So you're not supposed to do that to your own people at all. Period.
Jeff and G, what that say about weight loss? Let me see. Peace to our Barbados family.
Jeff and G from Barbados. Oh, that's from
Yeah, I know.
what's up? All right. Is there a ritual for growing your hair?
I'm trying to move this out the way. Push that arrow. There you go.
Is there a ritual for growing your hair and weight loss? D Royal, I would say there's some things you could do.
Yeah.
Black seed is one of the best things to grow your hair. And you can take it internally and you could do hot oil treatments with black seed.
And it'll grow your hair.
It'll grow your hair very long. And as far as weight loss, I just gave 3 of my clients lose 30 pounds. What if you do a 7-day diet?
If you really want to lose,
Right.
with the American diet, you gotta drink more water and you just gotta cut out your carbs.
Right, you gotta cut up your carbs and stuff like that.
Lose weight if you do that.
But there is a ritual that you can do that's supposed to make you lose weight, and it's a sacred ritual coming from the African tradition. Yeah, but for the most part, I gave one of my spiritual counseling students. Well, no, not student. Their counselor. I gave her 30 pounds in 7 days. I think it was 7 days. I gotta get it, and she actually lost 30. She followed it to a T. And it's simple foods like fruits, bananas, tuna fish, stuff like that. It gives you a whole. If you're interested in something like that, let me know. Okay, but black seed is the best thing that grows your hair. Okay.
Oh, they in Hawaii. I thought that was Hawaii.
Yeah, this is crazy.
What's crazy?
Sage Lady, her family tried to do the same to her, but it didn't work. Families be the worst. Families need to sit down some goddamn where. Why you want to do stuff on your own family? And that gets me. This is what gets me with our people. You so goddamn busy using your gifts and doing rituals to harm your family. Why don't you fucking make a change in the community? Excuse my language, but it is what it is. Why don't you use that power and that energy to make a change and make a better life for these children out here? Use that energy to stop these kids from killing each other. But y'all want to do rituals on each other. I did ritual to make her sicker, to lose her job, so she'd be cursed and he could be cursed. Get out of here with that.
Don't let it be no land.
Right? Exactly. Don't let it be land. That I will say in Africa, they're very, very known for. So they probably got it from goddamn Africa shit. Because Africa, they be big on that. They will kill you and do some damn traditional ritual to kill you for some goddamn land. Mm-hmm. And I'm not playing. For real. That's where they probably got it from here. Because I know we had a couple of clients that they were actually doing rituals so they can't get the land. They're trying to kill them. So this one don't get the land, that one don't get the land. They did that with Rose too, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make her sick and die so she don't get the land.
Yeah.
Yeah, they using all that power to do that. Why don't you use the power to make a change for black people?
Seen a couple of people take out their brothers for land.
Take out, right,
Mm-hmm.
right. You talking about your uncle?
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous. But they're gonna be punished for that because what's happening now. If you do, and if anybody's doing that now, don't say I didn't tell you so. Mark my words, destroys. My name is WUNAM Nikki Love. If they do not start doing it now, as soon as they do rituals to try to harm anybody, and the energy we're in now, this energy is powerful. This is a transformational energy that we're experiencing right now. So if they're doing that now, they're about to get messed up.
Yeah, somebody said they're trying to do a lot of destiny swap rituals.
Destiny swap my ass.
It's a little bit harder to swap people.
Remember saying you can touch each other's, but it's still swap destinies?
Yeah, but that's a little bit harder now because of the energy that's out. Now it's like you'll be punished for that at night. you don't want, and it's think about it. Why would you want to swap destinies with somebody? What if you swap destinies with somebody that has a life together, got all this, they very affluent, but let's say 20 years down the, let's just say 2 years down the line from now, that they supposed to go crazy because it's written in their destiny, and you swap paths with them. You destiny swap with them. What if they got $1 million and you want to swap destinies with them, and you swap destinies with them, and 6 months down the line they supposed to get hit head on in a accident and die. People don't think about things like that.
Sure don't. Swap it. I think that, honestly speaking,
I don't even think
I
that's
don't think that's
possible.
possible. I really
Because
don't.
everybody got their own destiny.
Right. You born, you come back, but you make a contract before you get back to this planet. You understand? You make a contract, and the Council of Elders and the ancestral realm will let you know what your journey is this time.
Not to mention
and what your destiny is.
Your Ori fights for your destiny.
So I don't even think they can really swap destinies with you.
But people, shit.
People, y'all be careful what y'all listen to. People be making up stuff sometime. I'm telling y'all, people will make up some stuff.
They be lying a lot.
And they be lying. Do your own. As a matter of fact, I don't even say go do your own research, because nowadays, even stuff you think you reading ain't true. Go to your ancestors and your spirits and ask them and let them reveal the truth to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I seen a skeleton key about 6 times.
Now that's possible. Somebody can take your soul, but those are, a lot of people don't know how to do those rituals.
Right. Those rituals are kind of sacred too.
Yeah.
So the skeletons key, they actually took their souls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you gotta be careful now, because everybody in the spiritual work, and they can find out that's coming and put up the rituals that had you killed before you even, as soon as you try it. So you gotta be careful with that.
Yeah, these people talk. That's funny, destiny swap. I seen that the other day, but what's crazy is at the end of the day too. What?
You wanna know who your Risha is?
Who is that?
I think there might be a person in your class. Her right here. See in the class.
D Royal. Who's your Risa? Who's your Risa? Who's her Risa? Who's her Risa? Who's her Risa? Who's her? I don't know. Spirit is showing me Osun for you. Osun, and also I see Oya. You got the type of energy that you, as nice as you could be, and that's like my daughter. She's the daughter of Oya. When you turned it up, you bring the tornadoes. That's what I see with you. So I see that you're more than Osun, the daughter of Oya, but you also have Osun that walks with you too. So Oya. Yep.
Could be
Hmm?
No.
But if you want to take it a step further, we can get you
You could get a divination
a
done,
divination done back home in Africa with our sons,
and they'll tell you who
and
your
tell you more
they'll tell you who your destiny. I mean, who
who
your
your
Orisha is.
father or mother is.
Yeah.
Okay. What you looking at? Huh? What you looking at?
Nothing. I'm just thinking.
What you thinking about? Huh?
Hmm?
What you thinking about?
About the Orishas.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know what? I think it's time to skedaddle off here because we still got to get up. Remember?
Yeah, we gotta get
What's the
up.
time?
12:20.
That's right. So we made a deal to get to bed before. You're welcome. We made a deal to get to bed before 1:00 because we got to pick up the grandbabies tomorrow, y'all. All right. Love you too, my sister.
And we need our
Love
rest.
all of y'all.
We need our rest to deal with their little asses. Cause they be sometimes they energy be chill, and then sometimes they drive you nuts with the shit they be doing because they just want to play.
Well, kids will be kids. But you
And
know,
then
I don't.
I tried.
That's you, cause you.
You know what's crazy? I tried not to play with them, and they just pulled me in.
Don't even lie. He always get him started. He always get him started.
They pulled
He'll
me
start
in.
messing with him, making jokes with him, and manipulating them, and doing all kind of shit. And then they be making noise, cause they don't do that to me. I took go in there.
That's because they be like, oh, Nana's doing too much. Nana's always fussing.
You damn right, cause y'all sit your behinds down, do your homework, do what you gotta do, and then you can get on your phones after that. But no, we're not playing around.
I love kids. I like to play with
Well,
them.
I don't love kids either.
Nah, you love kids, but you're more stern with them. I just
More disciplinary because you know what? They do get out of order. But see, you start him. He always starts him up. And then he get mad. Well, he's walking behind me. I'm getting a little bit agitated. Well, you started him up. You start playing with him. Throwing shit at him in the store.
That
He
day
just
I
is
didn't
a big.
start it.
No,
That
he's
day
a
I
big.
didn't start
He's
it.
a big kid just like them because he be playing.
You're welcome. You're welcome,
getting
y'all.
the balls in the
See
store.
y'all later.
Getting the balls in the store. The basketballs playing football with them in the goddamn Walmart.
No.
Like he's a big kid.
Let me see. We said.
What?
All right. Good night, family. Good night, y'all. You want to say? You want?
We close out and we thank the ancestors for being here with us, protecting everybody that's in here. We ask that you continue to protect them and their families. Ancestors rise, ancestors rise. Thank you for continuing to guide us and open the gates for everybody to call upon their ancestors. Make sure y'all call upon yours. Don't forget, y'all have a good night. Love y'all, family.
All right. Peace.